What up, people? It's Emmanuel for Altenor Media, and I'm back with another reaction of Power Season 5. This time, it's Episode 2, Damage Control. Now, before we go on, please make sure to subscribe to the channel right now, please, and hit that bell for notifications. Okay, so let's get right into it. So, episode starts off at the LA port. This is the port that Tommy promised the Russians he was going to get, but they end up getting attacked by the Jimenez crew. So that's going to set up some stuff for Tommy later on in the episode. All right, then we get to the St. Patrick family. Let me put my glasses on. The St. Patrick family, they're still grieving right now. Tasha is a mess. She's crying, and then Tariq walks in, asks and says, Mom, are you okay? First of all, she's crying in Raina's room. She has Raina's picture. She's over Raina's bed. Like, what the hell you think? Of course she's not okay. Like, come on, Tariq. You wailing as usual. But anyway, so we see that Angela and Tasha are still working together. Now they have to make sure that nobody knows that the connection between Ray and all that and Tariq. So Angela makes sure to tell Tasha to make sure that there's no connection. And she's really barking orders. She was really barking orders at Tasha the entire episode. And you could tell Tasha is not really feeling it. She's going to feel some type of way about it eventually. So we got to keep an eye out on that. And then we get to Tommy reaches the Russians. And the Russians let him know that, you promised me that LA port, but my guys got killed and I ain't got it. So now he's telling Tommy, you owe me $2 million. So now Tommy is in a tough spot, and Tommy lets him know that he's good for it. He's gonna get it for him. But now he throws in James into it, and he throws in Kanan. So all of them have to kill the Jimenez crew, which is crazy. So now the gang is really back together because they got this impossible mission going with killing the Jimenez, and then they still got the common enemy of Dre. So that's really gonna be crazy going forward. And I guess Ghost is really, he's grieving and he's wilding right now, so he's with it. Usually Ghost, he's trying to just go through the straight path, but he's with it because he's grieving. And Kanan is Kanan. Kanan is down for whatever. He always got something up his sleeve. So and then Tommy is also in trouble with the Italians, as he would say, because Dre killed the two dudes that he sent for him, and those dudes are part of they got relatives in the family. So Tommy tries to kill a dude, and then one of the Italian bosses, he tells Tommy, that's not the way we do things. Like, you see that they have rules. Tommy is just a ruthless and reckless dude, but this organization, they got rules to it. Those people are family. So Tommy has to take care of them. He has to, make it right with them, and a few other things, but, you just can't kill them. You still have to take care of their families and all that. So it's interesting to see how Tommy is and how the family is. Because Tommy is just one cokehead, ruthless MF for real. So then we find out that my dude Kanan, Kanan is never 100%. Now he is planning to take over Tommy's organization, because his dudes asked him how they plan to make money. So he's like, we just gonna take over Tommy shit. I already know his Russian connect, so I'm just gonna take over that. So Kanan is a grimy, funny dude. And he got his He got his own agenda. It's clear about that. What else we got here? Oh, let's talk about Sax. He's got it in for Angela. He's trying to take her down. So him and I think Donovan, they're still trying to go with the James, trying to get James. So they're thinking if they can get James, they can get Angela also. So he hates Angela. So Angela really got the whole department after her, because even Mock wants Angela. So Angela is in some deep shit. And she turned into one corrupt woman. She basically a criminal now, and she got the whole department on that ass now. Who else we got? So Ghost and Tasha, they're talking about sending Tariq to that school finally that Raina wanted to go to, but Ghost ended up saying like, it's a good idea, but I don't really want to let him out of my sight. I'm like, oh, now you don't want to let him out of your sight. Where the hell were you all these months or all these weeks when everything was going down? Is now you don't want to let him out your sight? Come on. It's crazy. So, and then we talking to Kanan in the car. Kanan breaks it down to him. He tells Ghost that Tariq is a gangster. Like, he's a heartless little dude. He's the most heartless dude he knows. And Ghost is telling him, I don't want that life for him. He doesn't need to be me. But Kanan is like, that's him. And it's really interesting how everyone is kind of blaming Tariq for, the path he's taken and what happened with Raina. But he grew up. Like, his parents isn't that the gangster life. He grew up in it. He was born into it. So how are they going to turn around and say, I can't forgive? It's going to be hard for me to forgive Tariq and all that stuff and be so mad at him when he got it from y'all. That's y'all life right there. So come on. It's just, it makes no sense how they're acting so innocent and Tariq is suddenly like such a bad kid. He is a badass kid, but his parents are badass people too. Pretty much everybody is. Even his godfather is bad as hell. So let's talk about Dre's leadership. He's lacking in that department because Cristobal told him not to put that dude Kanan as his number 2 on this mission. But Dre, now he's turning into a hothead. He's just trying to do whatever he wants. He's cocky right now. He gives his boy the position, and then he puts the young dude with him, and then they end up doing some crazy, idiotic junk where they kill one of the I think the locals, whatever, that crew. They kill one of them, and so Dre has to put him in check. But now Dre is he's in such a high position now. He got to make better leadership decisions. James taught you better than that. Jay, he got to step it up, or it's going to cost him his life, basically. And then you got that Jimenez dude. He a wild boy. He was wild in that whole episode. Just had the women on the glass. He made Dre hit the other women in the bathroom. He demanded it. Dre was like, nah, I'm cool. But he was like, now. So, and then he tried to watch Dre do it. And you could tell Dre is a little weirded out. So Dre, this episode, he looked a little in over his head. So he really gotta step it up. But I'm seeing some similarities in kind of like the outrageousness of the Jimenez dude and Jefe. Like, they just out there. They just crazy as hell out there. What else we got to talk about? We got to talk about my dude, Councilman Tate. This dude, he asks Ghost to do a press conference where he asks for help in tracking Raina's murder because it just doesn't look right that a businessman like him would have a daughter who has an unsolved murder. It just doesn't look clean. So he wants to help find the killer. But helping find Raina's killer is going to eventually cause a domino effect leading back to the gun, leading back to Tariq, so that they can't do it. And it's crazy how James says no, but he brings it to Tasha, and he's actually considering it a little bit. And it's kind of crazy that he's even considering it. But Tasha's like, no. She's like, nah, we're not doing it. It's off the table. So James tells that to Tate, and then Tate tells him it's cool. I have a dinner that I want y'all to attend. So, oh man, James and Tasha, they all dressed up. They walk into the event. Boom, they got cameras, photographers, they got the media, they got the press, they got everybody there waiting for them to give a statement. Tate went ahead and still organized that press conference without their permission on some bold jump. And he did it with a smile. He's like, come on, James, say a few words. He's like giving Tasha a hand. Come on, Mrs. St. Patrick. So James says, the regular stuff. He doesn't say too much. He's just saying, thank you for the support. But Tasha is grieving, and she wants to let it out. And she ends up just pouring everything out and saying, the person that did this needs to be brought to justice. We are all responsible. So what Tasha said, that's really going to fuel the fire for everybody to try to find Raina's murder. Because now you really have an emotional story behind this young girl who lost her life. And people are going to be interested in that, and people are going to want to solve that murder. So they're going to be in a tough position going forward with that. And the way James was looking at her when she started just opening up, he was like, you're saying too much right now. You need to calm it down a little bit. But he couldn't do anything because the cameras are on them. So he lightly touched her and made her, just bring it back. But it was already too late. She already said everything that needed to be said. And she really did what Tate wanted them to do. She really nailed it for Tate. So Tate had to be excited as hell. And James goes up to him and asks him how could they ambush him like that. And Tate is just smiling like he doesn't give a damn. He's going to do whatever he wants to do. He's going to milk the hell out of this death and get his plan across. So Tate is a funny dude, and with a smile on his face. And the crazy thing is James is like mad as hell in his face. And Tate just laughs it off and brushes it off like it's nothing. So that was funny as hell. Lastly, let's talk about Ghost and Tasha. They're grieving, and they're grieving in two different ways. Tasha is just breaking down. She wants to talk about it. She wants to open up, and Ghost is just determined to just kill Dre right now. That's really his grief right there, just to kill Dre. And he's reaching out to Angela. He called Angela like 100 times that episode. She not even picking up the phone, and he leaving a message talking about, Angie, I need to speak to you. It's really hard right now. Go speak to your wife, man. What you need to speak to Angela for? Like, he doesn't want to speak to Tasha about it. He doesn't want Tasha to speak about it, but he wants to talk to Angela about it. You still wilding, Ghost. Anyway, so Tasha convinces him to go to this church support group headed by, is it Reverend Mastodon? Who Tasha, when Tasha cursed in the church, that's what I thought back to. yelled in the church. But anyway, she goes to the support group and Ghost goes reluctantly. So they're bowing their heads and they're praying, and Ghost is looking around like, I don't even need to be here. Like, what the hell am I doing here? But then when the one of the other supporters opened up about his son who was killed by a drunk driver and how he wanted to kill the drunk driver and how he wished the drunk driver was dead, that's when Ghost's eyes kind of lit up. He's like, yeah, now y'all speaking my language. That's the same way I feel. So, and even at that moment, he didn't let Tasha speak. Tasha wanted to say something, but he put her hand down. So anyway, Ghost remembered that story that the dude told about the drunk driver who killed his son and how he wished that he was dead. So now, to end the episode, Ghost goes to the same spot where the guy says he sees the drunk driver, and of course the dude has a bottle in his hand. He's drinking, he's liquored up, and he's about to go drive again. And then Ghost is like, you could hurt somebody. And he's like, mind your effing business and all that. So that's a Ghost just goes up to him, shanks him like 30 times and kills him. So this is a little way that Ghost ends up, helping with his own grief by killing this dude. So that's really why he wants to do the Dre. But if he can help this dude grieve a little, it makes him feel better. And I'm guessing, it's just making him feel better to see someone who hurt a kid like that pay for it. He wants justice. So this was a real good episode. Again, we see Ghost is going on a downward spiral. He looks like he's headed back to old Ghost. He's going in reverse now because now he's down to be down with the Jimenez group. And Tasha is really like softening up from, the prior seasons. She's just trying to get through it because she's suffering. Angela is she's a criminal now. She's like corrupt as hell. And it's interesting because kind of this season, kind of like she's working like Sandoval a little bit, where she's like corrupt and no one really knows, and she's just working on doing her own thing. So it's interesting where Angela's character is now. But anyway, that's it for episode 2, Damage Control. Let me know what you thought about the episode in the comments. Please make sure to like the video and subscribe to Altenor Media. I'm going to be back next week again with a reaction of episode 3. So, once again, I'm Emmanuel. Peace.